Good evening, all, and welcome to Sunday evening mcfcfantv with myself, me, and the Ginger Prince there in the corner.
Oh, Matt, you right?
Yeah, not bad, you?
Yes, it's been a nice quiet day, mate, for once.
No idea what you mean. I've had a lovely walk today.
Have you?
Yeah.
No, I haven't done anything at all, mate.
Lazy bugger. And we thought we'd come and give you a player ratings on Manchester City 1, Sheffield United 0. And now, let's be honest, we're top of the league. We're flying. We are in Dream City at the moment. So, Chris, I'll let you kick it off, buddy.
Well, yeah, like you say, mate, it's was that 12 wins in a row? You know, when other teams in the league are sort of slipping up, it looks like Tottenham are losing points again tonight. Yeah, United dropped points. Leicester dropped points as well. You know, good win for Leeds. Certainly at Leicester, it's not an easy place to go. You know, it shows that this run that we're on is what's going to keep us, you know, well in the title challenge, mate. Because people will drop points again. I think we'll drop points at some point, but I don't think anyone's going to go through this season on some sort of, you know, 20-game winning run. I just don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, so I think, you know, before we get into the actual game, mate, I think we should congratulate Pep on his 500th win as a manager, which is coming just 673 games, mate. That is an outstanding achievement.
I think a month ago, some people were, sack him, get rid.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? You know, and his win rate at City is pretty much 72.5%. I mean, the only manager anywhere close to that is Sam Cowan back in the 1946-47 season when he had a 30-game spell in charge, which was 66.7, mate. So it shows you, to do it over the amount of games now, the Pep's gone over 260 games now, hasn't he? You know, I think he's managed the sixth amount of games for City as a manager. So he's already, you know, getting right up there. I mean, the trophies he won is obviously something else, you know. But if he stays to the end of his contract, it's looking likely he'll be our second longest ever serving manager. He'd have to go some way to beat Les McDowell, mate.
Oh,
yeah. 592 game spell, you know, and you know, Joe Mercer's win ratio was just below 44%. So it shows you how good Pep is. You know, Joe Mercer was our legendary manager until Pep came. So,
you know, I love about him, and we will get into some of those in the comments in a moment to you all, I promise you. The way he sort of resolved and rejuvenated this team and himself, because I think, let's be honest, the past 18 months, we've not been our normal high standard. I know, so I think Liverpool have been damn good. Sometimes we have to take our hats off and go, you know, sometimes the better team beats you. We have banter and everything here on the channel, but Liverpool were the better team last season. Yeah. That was just by clear. But the way he's come back and he's gone, you know what? I'm going to rethink this. And he's tried a few things, and he's even said himself, thinks Lilo's been a big part. He has a lot of input into things. But it was just like Tuesday night at West Brom, the way he rotated everything.
Well, again,
sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, like you said, you know, he's lucky in the fact he's got a squad that's got plenty of ability in it, so he can rotate in and out. Which maybe the likes of Liverpool United have probably got 12 or 13 players who are vying for that first team, but City have probably got 20, you know, really good players who can come in. But yeah, he's found a system this season that is certainly working. It obviously helps that he's managed to pick up Ruben Diaz, who has made a phenomenal difference. Not Koulibaly. But you know, and about it, you know, 650 goals now. It's what dreams are made of as a City fan, really, isn't it? To have the best manager in the world playing the best football, scoring all these goals, winning, you know, 7 or 8 games out of 10 every time. It's just
12 wins on the bounce.
Yeah.
We've set a new record.
Yeah.
For some reason, Pep loves a record. He loves smashing them.
No, and he does, doesn't he?
12 wins on the bounce in one season, not consecutive seasons, one season, 12 wins on the bounce. And it is in every competition, but I think the last team who did it was Arsenal. Right. We always seem to beat Arsenal records. We do love beating them, Arsenal to their records. But I tell you what, some legacy is going to leave behind. And I'm, for one, over the moon he signed that contract. But let's get into some hellos. Jack, good evening. Just been watching the Royal Family, my favourite show. Sean, how are you, buddy? Noah, evening. Noah, great win today. It was 3-1 away at Leicester, and they're flying high. So, big thank you, Noah. Your boys did us a massive favour today. Thank you. Good evening, all. Up the Blues. Hi, Chris.
Charlie, how are you, mate?
Hi, Chris. Hi, Charlie. The little fanboys going on now here. Hey, Charlie. By the way, I all up. Tonight's stream is a lot better than last night's. Absolutely boring. Yeah, we're back to put a smile on your guys' face is what we're going to do tonight. Hello, Martin and Chris. Good to see you. I've been to Todmorden today. Nice fresh. Wow, that is a fresh walk. Todmorden. Did you go to Gordon Riggs? Did you go to Gordon Riggs, Charlie? Chris will shout at you because you've been to a garden centre that shouldn't be open. With my I know my garden centre should be open. Hi guys, Lachelle Blue, how are you, buddy? Some bloke offered me a free gate last night. I said, "What's the catch?"
I've got some jokes for about chimneys for Noah. They've got stacks of them.
It's like watching a 1980s stand-up show. Then. He said it's the bit that allows it to open and close. Hi, lads. Hello, Jamie. How are you? 8% win rate. Exactly. Amazing. It is amazing. Our defining week will be when we play Liverpool and Spurs. We need 6 points from them. Not necessarily, Jack. Not anymore. We don't need 6. That's the bit that I'm impressed with at the minute. We've got that little bit of a cushion going into those games. If we can get 6, and Pep will play for the 6 points. But for the first time ever, we go to Anfield, and it may be a case of no matter what happens, Liverpool can't go top of the league. Unlike in past games. Hello, SOS. How are you, mate? The GOAT. Yes, Pep is the GOAT, mate. Spurs losing as well. They are. But I said to Chris privately, I said, Spurs have basically done what Mourinho always does. Find a cliff, fall off it. Jack Lee, we don't. Liverpool as well will be huge for the title race. It will. Oh, they will be huge. But we don't have to win them. They're not massive must-win games. They're not must-win anymore, which is what I think it could have been 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I agree with that, Martin.
Sorry, go on, Chris.
I agree. I mean, the Liverpool game, we don't have to win as long as we don't lose. The Tottenham game, they're pretty much out of it now, I think. After tonight's result, I think they're 11 points behind us. We got a game in hand.
You ever in it?
Oh, well, they were, when we were going through a bad part, they were on top with Liverpool on 25 points. How many games had gone by that point? But
is that done then? Sorry, I think that's done, Chris.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah, it was coming right to the end just before we came on. So,
ooh, get in.
And they're at home, isn't it? The Tottenham game's at home, so we've got to beat them. Stick it past Mourinho as well.
Didn't he used to manage some crappy, shitty little team down the road?
I just don't like the bloke, mate.
I was going down the rags, but congratulations to Graham Potter. So happy for him. Yeah, I do love a bit of Graham Potter. Not as Pep, but I do like the way he plays football. Spuds lost. Bottleham. That's what we should start calling Chris with all these varieties. Bottleham. Evening, everyone. Tell you what, the recycle men love Chris. All these bottles that are going in that recycle. Evening, everyone, Martin. It's just a shame you don't get 20p for your lid anymore. Oh, I'm showing my age now.
Yeah, you're 26, aren't you?
Yeah. Apparently, everyone bottle it. Meanwhile, City running away with it. Oh, Sachin, don't bring on your lemon juice tonight, mate. Hi, Blues. Spurs just lost 1-10. 1-0, I think he means.
That'd be good if it was 110.
That'd be a great game. I'll turn this off and go and watch that. Well done, Noah. Your team did us a massive favour. Brighton beat Spurs. Andy Mills, how are you, mate?
Andy.
Ghost degrades Barca, Messi extraordinary. Yeah, I've just seen that. Well, I've heard about it, not seen it on Twitter. Yeah, wow. Still got one in it, sir. Everyone is talking Liverpool versus City, but Burnley, especially Brighton, had just beat Spurs at walkover. Good point, Leonard. One game at a time. That's a good attitude to have. I do like that. Evening, lads. Hello, Kurt. How are you, buddy? Hope you're feeling a lot better than what you were yesterday, buddy. He said Spurs would win the league. Gordon Riggs, but the cafe wasn't open. See, he's gone to the garden centre. Tell him off.
I'm not telling Charlie off. He's a good lad. You're a knob.
See, now if I went to the bloody garden centre, he'd have shouted at me. I get shouted at for going to Tesco off, Chris.
You ain't even got a garden.
I have.
I'm joking.
Just made out of plastic. There's a joke in there somewhere. Someone's going to say, oh, you're a plastic. Oh, forget it. How come Johnny Stones didn't play? Rested, mate. All the teams gifting City the title. Told you, he's brought that lemon juice.
Well, to be fair, you know, it is us who are the only team at the minute who've managed to put a streak like this together. So, you know, teams like Liverpool have had, you know, that 5-game spell with 2 draws. And I'm sorry, Sachin, but United will have been in a false position, mate. You're just not that good. You're
further down. Yes, so congrats on your 7th league title.
Nah,
this is a little big in there.
It's way too early yet. And I think an away draw at Arsenal is not a bad result.
What do you work as? None of your business. 5p when I was a lad, says Ronnie Beaver. I'm not going to, people know that I work within a school, but I'm not going to go into what it is and everything and where it is and everything else. Anfield is City's nightmare. We will beat you. You may do usage, but the point is, the way things are going, you won't be top when you do.
It is. Anfield is our, you know.
Oh, it is. The last time we won there was 2013 with Anelka and Wright Phillips.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
It was there.
2003.
2003, yeah.
And it was years before that we beat Martin. So, yeah, we don't have a good record at Anfield.
No, but I remember going there in the cup and got smashed, which hurt.
Yeah. It don't matter. It doesn't matter.
Right. I think we'll crack on with what we're here for, player ratings. We have got a little bit of news towards the end that I want to talk about as well. And we may have Chris may have a few little stats on certain careers.
Have I?
Well, it's not that we don't pre-plan this.
No, actually, Martin, what I did want to bring up, right, is the way that, you know, before we come off Pep totally, is how he has adapted the team and how he develops players. And we're talking about Zinchenko on Friday Night Social, how he's, you know, developed him into a pretty solid left back now. But, you know, it's the way he can shovel things across, you know what I mean? So yesterday, he rests Stones and Cancelo, who are 2 of our most, you know, informed players. Sergio, our all-time goal scorer, and Kevin De Bruyne aren't available. He rests Rodri, Sterling, and Mahrez, and we still win the game fairly comfortably. But, you know, and I think all that needed that game really was a second goal, because it would have settled the nerves, wouldn't it? You know. But I am going to say something about the Walker and Cancelo thing, right? Because I'm not really sure we should be finding fault in the players at all, if I'm honest with you. You know, Kyle's coming back after a break from COVID. He wasn't asked to do the same role as Cancelo yesterday.
Nope.
Kyle was asked to play deeper than João plays. He was asked to play a more safe game, so he wasn't looking for searching passes. Yeah, Kyle did not have a great game. He gave the ball away. He would say that himself, I'm sure, that he didn't have his best performance, but he looked rusty to me. But it was Zinchenko yesterday out the full-backs who was pushing up. It was his role. He was basically taking the João Cancelo role of playing further up the field. And he spent most of the game in sort of midfield, and I think he played very, very well there as well. Maybe not as effective as Zhao's been, but he was unlucky with that shot. Thought he did really well. So, although I think we can all agree Kyle did not have a great game. I think we just I think straight after a game people get a bit reactionary, And Pep is going to rotate the team, so Kyle's going to get plenty of games. I think Emmerich will get lots of games as well, Martin. So I just wanted to sort of bring that in because I think Kyle got a little bit of a bit of a kicking yesterday when it probably was he was just a bit rusty.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Totally agree. Charlie, thoughts on Braff? 9 million option to buy. That's what we'll talk about at the end. We're going to save Braff and Howard Bellis till the end. I did tell a couple of people about this yesterday, and I got told I was talking rubbish.
No, we told you stop talking, getting all your information from Twitter. That's what it told you.
I got it off Fabrizio Romano.
What, straight away?
Pardon?
Has he got your direct line to him?
No, he put it on his Twitter feed.
Oh, dear. I have no idea who he is, mate.
He's a very, very well-regarded, he's like the top journo in Italy. And literally, he's got a famous phrase going, "Here we go." And when he says, "Here we go," you can go put the money on at the betting shop that player is going to that club. He's like, he's one of the few that is like 99% spot on with what he does. He is very, very good at it. He's one of the few. Trust me, I agree. There's not many that get it right, but he seems to be very good at sort of finding information out. I know he was one of the very first ones to call the guy who went to Chelsea. He's crap.
God dear me!
You're going to say
what now, Werner?
Yeah, he was one of the first ones to announce Werner was off to Chelsea. Right. I bet Chelsea fans are bloody glad he didn't now. He hadn't done.
Well, I think again, he's just struggling to settle it. I think he'll be decent, mate. But the thing on Braff, he wasn't even playing for the EDS, so I think his time basically was up at City, and I think that if he's got a 9 million to buy clause in it, I'm sure Udinese will buy him because he's a very talented young lad.
Yeah. Leonard Zinchenko Bezsala, we'll get into that near the end, mate. I don't want to. We'll get that, towards the Liverpool game. I don't want to get into if, buts, and maybes on plays. This is going to be a nice positive stream. We're not going to be all negative. We're going to be nice and positive, and we're going to celebrate and revel in the fact. 5 weeks ago, we were 13th. We're now 3 points clear with the game in hand. Crazy. Talk about 360-degree turn. Yeah, we are top. But let's get into what we are here for, the player ratings. And what we'll do is, might do this a little bit different. Me and Chris might have a little bit of a, because we're not going to be on ages and ages and ages. I know some of these can take long times. Well, what we'll do is we'll have a quick, brief chat between ourselves, a few comments while you're giving your ratings. But the first one is going to be, my keyboard doesn't want to work, is Steady Eddie. So, Mr. Baker, how did Edison do yesterday for you?
Really, everything that you could ask of him, really, didn't he? He made the saves when he needed to make the saves. His distribution was great. He didn't have a great lot to do, so I'd probably give him a 7. But I thought, yeah, good game. I read somewhere today, Martin. I think that it now means half the games he's played for City have ended up in clean sheets, which is ridiculous.
It is. Hello, Andy. How are you, mate? So, Edison, I thought he did okay. Here goes my worry at the minute, and it's only a worry because I think it happens when you feel a bit stagnant. Because our centre back's so bloody good, he's not getting involved in the game probably as much as he'd probably like to.
Yeah, maybe, but towards the end, they had a couple of shots, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
So for 85 minutes, he's done nothing. He's still got his concentration is good enough to withstand whatever.
That's what I mean. I think it's difficult, and to dive and everything else that you got to do.
Yeah.
Charlie's giving him a 7, but I'm probably with Chris. I'm probably at a 7. Martin's Passion City is top class. Thank you, Buddha. Powder Oak's giving him 7.5. Sean an 8.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
Kurt 7.5 controlled. Ollie Marr is giving him an 8. Ghosty Grades is going to slip in an 8. Leonard's gone 7.5. Martin's comments have jumped, so OG the Baby's got a 7. Dupe, I will say this once. I want whole numbers or 0.5s. Don't be giving me your 7.1 stuff, your 7.2s or your 8.9s.
I thought Dupe was the only one who was allowed to do it.
Oh, is he allowed to do it now?
I'm sure I heard that last stream.
Well, maybe Dupe can do it then. 7.1. 7 distribution class. Always going to be class, mate. Simon 7. Andy Mills 7. I think, Chris, we're looking between 7 and 8s.
Yeah, that's fair.
To be totally in the middle here.
Give it 10.
But adding up, I think we're going to give him a 7.5. Because it's generally 7 and 8.
Yeah, I think that's fair, mate.
What's wrong with 0.1s? Because we've never done it on the channel, that's why, mate. And yet I'm allowed. Thanks, Chris Baker. Get off YouTube. I was watching my old videos from the 1819 when all City Mans went to City Square. They couldn't go 8. I was there, mate, with my family. It was a hot, hot day. Right, let's move on to... So we do Zinky next.
But just whichever way you want to go, mate.
We'll go Walker. We'll get it. We'll go that way. We'll go from right to left. Kyle Walker.
Right, well, it wasn't his best performance. I think he played a bit deeper than usual. But you have to say he was rusty. Did give the ball away a bit. Comfortably for me, not our best player on the pitch, but I'm not going to mark him too harshly. I'm going to give him a 5.5, Martin.
You mark him harshly compared to some others, mate. Charlie's gone 7. Leonard 6. Powder Oak 6. Ollie Mart 6. Leggin Sweet's gone 4. Carl's gone 5. Walker Doopy's gone 6.1. OG the Baby 7. Lorenzo Orange has gone 8. You're new, mate. I've not seen you before, but welcome to this channel if you are new, brother. More than welcome. Andy Mills 5. Hard 6. Scott Williams 6.5. OG the Baby's hit a 7. 7 heaven for old Kyle. Kurt 7 played right of a 3, learning a new role.
That's fair comment.
That's a good point, actually. That is a good point. Walker 6.5. Looks sluggish, and that he hadn't recovered from his latest injury. Wasn't injured. I think you mean COVID, don't you? Does you mean COVID? I think.
Well, he did have COVID, didn't he?
Yeah. Walker, I'll say 6. I love that name as well. Singing the blues. The way we're playing lately, we could win the Champions League. Boy, let's calm down a bit. Legging Sweet's got his foot. You like your force tonight.
Hang on, you said we were going to win the quad.
I know, but that's me. I don't want Legs and Sweet to make himself look a fool. I make myself look a fool, so I'll have the quad. No, listen, I'm with you, Legs and Sweet. I think it could be on this year, mate. See what you've started now. OG the Baby's gone 6.9.
Oh, OG the Baby not allowed to do that.
5 gave the ball away. 2 red alerts, silly fouls. That's off Scotty Mole. 8 for all the crap he got. You can't give him a score because he got crap. 6, people need to stop criticising him as he's just come back from COVID. 6 needs a couple of games. 8 a clean sheet. Good point. 7 Walker played what he was told by Pep.
I can't believe Addy's not giving him a 10.
I know. 8 on what planet? I'm Raymond from Sierra Leone. Good evening, Man City fans. Good evening, Raymond.
Hey, Raymond.
7 just because of the clean sheet. 7. Walker's passing was poor. Kurt, the analysis man. 8 question mark, some of the ratings. Hello, Chris. Hope you're well, mate. There you go, Jack Lane. Oh, you mean the Grealish one? No, I get you now, Neil. You mean the hip one when he took the bang on the hip? I get you. No, I get what you mean now. Nice to see some new faces in the chat. Drop a sub and a like for Chris and Martin. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Raymond, hi, mate. I'm all good. Right, we're going to get back into this because there's a lot of highs, hellos, and everything else. Looking at it, because that's been a bit of a mixed bag. We've gone from everything between 4 up to 8. So, should we go bang in the middle?
That's 6, am I?
Yeah, that's what we'll go with.
I think you should give me 6.5.
Well, I'll put 6 now. I'm not retyping it. Right, other side, Zinchenko, who I thought was very, very good yesterday. So, Chris, your analysis on Mr.
Well, yeah, I thought he had a good game as well, Martin. I think he roamed forward at will, steady in defence, and lucky with his effort in the second half. I think he's having a bit of a purple patch, mate. So I'm going to give him a 7.5.
John Gorgon's giving him a 5.
Gosh.
SOS 8. Oh, big jump there. Simon's gone 7.5. We really have had a jump here. Leonard's gone 7. Zinny was a 9. Legs and Sweet has gone an 8. Ollie Moore 8. Charlie 7.5, Mr. Consistent. Pardo Oak 7.5. Zinchenko 9. My honest opinion, I think the 9s are a bit generous. I wouldn't say anybody was getting 9s yesterday. SOS 8, that's my opinion. I think he was our best player, so he's going to get his highest score off me. Well, him and Diaz. I'm very hard to split those two yesterday. OG the Baby a 6. Simon 7.5. Lorenzo Orange an 8. Oh, massive jumps here. Sean Fogarty 7.5. Andy Milne Zinky gets an 8. Scotty Moe 7, playing really well at the moment. Ollie Moore did everything well good on ball and good defending. Neil Hanstock 7.5. The more he plays, the better he gets. Abdullah 8. He's been a lot better. He has. Lachau Blue 7.5. While Chris just cracks another one open.
Thirsty, man.
Health to you, sir. Scott Williams an 8. Ronnie Beaver 8.5. Kurt an 8. Carl an 8. Tim smashed the like button. I like you. I like your thinking, mate. Peter Curry 7.5. There's loads on with this, so I do apologise. 7.5. Yeah, right. Because there's nearly 60 on at the moment, and I do thank you all. Zinchenko. I'm going to give him an 8. Looking at that. I'd probably give him 7. Because I think everyone was around about 7 yesterday.
I thought our defenders...
No, I'll change it. I'll give Zinchenko an 8. I'll give him and Diaz an 8. From me. Anyway, go on, Chris. Sorry, mate.
It's nice to see Zinchenko getting some good scores, and because I think he has, in this little run we've been on, been really consistent and very good.
One thing I will say, the big test for Zinchenko will be February.
Yeah, massive, mate, massive.
Because that's when, because it's all well and good doing it against the bottom of the leagues. You've got the big boys now, and that's when. But listen, if he shines, then I will hold my hand up. And I'm telling you now, Chris, note the time and the date. If he proves me wrong in February, I will officially apologise. There you go.
All right, mate.
You got it. Diaz. Is there anything we can say about him anymore that we haven't said?
Exactly. That's my point, mate. What do you say? A rock, mate. An absolute rock. What a player. For me, he was man of the match. You know, I'm going to be...
Hang on. Chainsaw's coming out.
Why?
All the drinking that Chris has to do to put it with a Zoom call with Martin. One, we're not on Zoom.
He knows he's fine. You leave Addy alone. He's
on his warning. He's on his warning.
I thought he was our man of the match yesterday. He was. Oh, I'm not going to swear. He was just brilliant. So I had him down for about an 8.5 to 9. Thought he was. Again, mate, this guy. What if we get 10 years of him?
Is it too early to say company replacement?
Have we talked about company this season?
No.
Why?
But I remember someone saying it's too early for that yet.
Oh yeah, listen, I'm not saying but have we talked about Vinny this season? No. Why? Because we got Ruben Diaz.
And we talked about our defence in a negative way. So no, apart from the first sort of 2 games where we're a bit since Diaz has come in that 3rd game, Leonard's giving him a man of the match. Yeah,
he was my man of the match. I thought he had a really good game, mate.
Ben Cole, you're new, mate. Welcome to the channel. Unless you're just new for me and Chris, I don't know, but welcome.
Yeah.
Glad to have you on board, brother.
Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Chris needs that Moretta. Legacy 8 point. And if you were watching Moretta, mcfcfantv@gmail.com, and you want to slap in a little bit of a sponsorship for Chris Baker,
Listen, they get a lot of advertisement offers for nothing.
Them and Starbucks, Dooping and Coke and Coca-Cola. Diaz 9.1. Did brilliant, Sir Ali Moore. Abdullah, I'm way behind on comments. There's nearly 80 beyond now. I apologise. Diaz 10. We've got huge numbers tonight on player ratings, and thank you for that. It's much appreciated. Diaz 10. Lorenzo 9. I'm going to have to quicken up here. We'll be here till midnight. Diaz 8. SOS 8. Andy Mills 8. Jack Lee 8. Man of the match. Absolutely class. Scotty Moll. He's a machine. I've got to go back 15 pages. Simon 8. John Grogan 9. Class. Kex O'Neill. We don't normally have 2 or 3 on for a player ratings. It's normally one person who interacts, but we try it a bit more different tonight. It's always nice. Mix it up a bit. Kex has gone 9. Do not play Zinchenko. Whoa, Sean, let's concentrate on that. Another nearer to the time, mate. Positive tonight, mate. Diaz 9, fantastic. Carly didn't play. Oh, I'm gone. Right, I'm just going to go in at the numbers. Natural born leader.
He is.
8. Ledge already. So, I mean, is it a bit too early for that, maybe?
Okay, that's right, mate.
Things can go south, but that's what I mean. Let's give him 12 months for it's sure to be up to you, Ronnie. But for me, I think he's fabulous, and I think he will be a Vinny replacement. But don't want to say legend already before, Chris has worn his underpants longer than Diaz has been at City. So let's make sure, we remember that. 8.5 Diaz, 9.5. Arsenal for life's laughing because his team's crap. Charlie Everett, he did versus Liverpool, check it. Diaz is the new company. Bless these Arsenal fans who come on. How they can have a cheek to laugh when everyone laughs at them all the time about how naff they are. Change my mind, Diaz 9. Van Dijk is a poor man's Diaz. Man City fans gone 10 million, 10 billion.
I think it's more than that.
More than that. Diaz best centre back in the Premier League he is. I know these things. I was Laporte, Company, Stones and Danilo. Stones is company replacement. Peter Curry's 8.5. Ruben hasn't won anything yet. Good point. Let's remember that. He's only won a man of the match, a few man of the matches. Good work, mate, but with a lack of games, why change it up and keep the consistent? All right. You two have your own little debate. 9. Thank you, Tim. 17 a smash. How can you not support this wonderful channel? Thank you. Oh, Alan's on. 9. Evening. Hope you're good, mate. Did you get that pupper? Be part of the Man City Man TV channel. Subscribe. Make sure to give it a thumbs up as well. Thank you very much. Nah, not too early to singing the blues. Right. Skip the comments outside rating. I know I'm going to really try and get through this. Diaz, looking at that. I'm trying to go back, but I've got 9, 9, 10, 8. I'm going to wait a 9 because we've got 9s, 8, 9s, and 10s. 9. Right. Emerick Laporte was back. How do you think Emerick did? First time back in a long time. Back from India.
He did fine, mate. 7.5 I gave him. I think had a really steady game. You know, along with Diaz, who we all thought, our preferred centre backs would be him as, we thought the preferred centre back, Matt, would have been Diaz and Laporte, but Stones has done so well. So I feel incredibly lucky at the minute to have 3 centre backs of that calibre for a really good comeback game. Mr. Steady Eddie, as ever.
Yeah, SOS 7. OG the baby at the 8. I thought it did okay. Do I think he put in a performance that's going to make Pep go, you know what, Stones, you're out, Laporte, you're back in? No. I think he's got a bit more to do. But like you said, he's come back from injury right now.
Yeah. And Martin, I wouldn't be surprised if Ruben Diaz gets rested for Burnley and it's Stones and Laporte.
That's a good shout. I've still got it in my head. I won't be surprised if Laporte ends up at left back at some point. I don't know why I've just got that in my head. And I haven't. That isn't because I don't like anybody. That's just. I did 10.
Addy likes a 10.
8.1. We'll get on to that, Sean. Don't worry, mate. 8 decent game. I'm sorry there's loads on, so I'm going to have to shoot through some of these. Like I said, we're going to be here till midnight. Laporte an 8. And I do thank you for your support. It is amazing. Thank you. John Grogan, 7. Sean's got an 8. We will have a bit more of a chat when we've done the player ratings. 7. Laporte, 8. Rusty. If you're getting an 8 for being rusty, mate, what would he get if he wasn't rusty? Laporte, 7. Bonjour. Didn't know they spoke France where you are, mate. Hey, Ross. Hola, Ross. Oh, God, we've got Spanish on now. Don't, you'll confuse Chris. 7, okay, says Scotty Moll. 8, Dudley Lewis. Peter Curry, 7.5. If anyone's new to the channel, you don't need to ring the fire brigade. Chris is just using 8, he was solid, but doesn't quite have the chemistry with Diaz and Stones. Bye all in the chat. Take care, Tim Smith. Thank you for your support, mate. And thanks for a great win today by your boys. Rating would be Kagul, half zipped up. It was a good for Pep to play. My bosses are on. Great show, boys. Thank you, Alan, for that. We're not your bosses, though, mate.
Just your superiors.
I like that. I can hear Alan's laugh now from Australia. Thank you, Alan. Appreciate that, mate.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Right, I'm just saying. I think we're done on that. I'm Eric 8. Emerick 8. Yeah. Laporte then looks like 7.5. Right. Someone who plays sort of one in every 2 or 3 at the moment is Fernandinho. How did you think he did? Took a lot of criticism on Twitter, believe it or not, yesterday. Yeah, did take a lot of criticism on Twitter.
Sky Sports gave him man of the match, didn't they?
Yeah, that was the strange thing.
I thought he had a decent game. I thought he was Mr. Reliable, as per usual, mate. Mopped up everything. Nothing spectacular. 7.5 for me. I thought
that's why I'm struggling. I mean, did he have a decent game? Yeah. Do I think he was man of the match? No. Well, I would love to see where Sky get because I'm going to be honest with you, how Ramsdale didn't get that man of the match yesterday was a bit of a travesty for Sheffield United.
He pulled off some good saves. Mm-hmm.
Abdallah's giving him a 7, Charlie an 8, Leonard a 7, which tells you something when I'm thinking the opposition keeper is man of the match. But I'll get into the stats of the game near the end. Legs in the Street a 6. Doopy's gone 5.1. He was not good. So he disagrees with the Sky Boys. Fernandinho of Pardo Oaks is a 7. Nice in the middle. New contract. 6.5. 7.5. 7. Alan, 7.5. Neil has gone for 7. Nice and calm. Lachau, 7.5. Andy Milnes has gone 8. Lorenzo Orange. Chris loves that name. You can just tell. 7. He's thinking of a cold beer on a balcony in Spain at the moment. 8. Always solid criticism is a daft. And then ends up on a caravan balcony in the middle of Skegness. 8. Always solid criticism is daft.
Mate, I've been to Spain. Never. I've been to Skegness once. I'm never going back.
You know, I've never been to Butlins or Skegness. Never been.
Oh, what a place.
Is it?
Wow, mate.
I've never been. My missus has. She went on a hender.
You'd probably fit right in Skeggy, actually.
Would I? Not with the Loch Ness. No, not the Loch Ness. Bloody hell. Martin's doing a great job, thanks to you, Chris. One's in North Yorkshire and the other one's in bloody
North Scotland.
North Scotland. Totally wrong end to the country. One's in Yorkshire. And the other
Lincolnshire.
One's in Scotland. I'll have a wee whiskey.
It's in Lincolnshire, mate.
Lincoln, is it all right? Well, it's part of near Yorkshire, isn't it? Just like to say that Zinchenko was up. Thank you, Addy, for that.
Thanks, Addy.
Just so you could get your telling. Don't know how Christopher. What? Go on, you read that one.
I think me and Ronnie both do quite good drunk, so don't know how.
Have you been on the sauce, Ronnie?
Does it? I'm still suffering, I think it says.
Doopy Sky Sports gave him man of the match. Right, let's get into some of these. Zinky 9. You're way behind here. You know, 7 points. We did Zinchenko 12 days ago, mate. Skegness is in links. There you go. Red. Skeggy is a shithole. Right, where are we at now? I've bloody lost it now. After me, Lincolnshire, Lancashire, Scotland, Birmingham, and every other bloody place. Where the bloody hell are we?
The Skegness monster.
Fernandinho. 7. Right, let's move on to Gundogan. How did the German maestro do? I thought, okay, quieter compared to his standard he has been.
Yeah, I agree, mate. It wasn't like we saw in the last game, was it?
No.
Quite a game, but he did deliver some really good balls from the dead balls. I thought so. For me, I'm giving him a 6.5 for that game. This is where I'm a little bit harsh because I think our creative players weren't really on it yesterday. I'm
going to be straight on this, and this is where I may be harsh. Thought creatively we were sort of not on the game yesterday. But I will say, and I said this, and I'm just going through the scores now, so I do apologise, guys, is I thought Sheffield United were very good at closing down the space.
Sheffield United had a really good game, Martin. They really did, defended really well. But, they played 6 games in January and won 4. So they weren't a little...
I said that on the watch one, yeah.
Yeah, so I know 2 were in the FA Cup.
Sorry, Chris. How can Andy go slow game and then give him a 9?
Because Addy gives 10.
I'm not going to play ratings in a long time, but come on. I don't normally do the play ratings anymore because I'm normally on the watch longer post match and I leave the play ratings to somebody else. I haven't done for a long time, so if I'm a bit, I don't know, forget it. It's a Sunday night and I've lost the plot tonight. 7 Lundstrom got 0 credit for the work he done. I tell you what, good point there. If you didn't know, Lundstrom was the number 7 who was all over the shop yesterday. Him and that Norwood, dirty little sod. And Fleck. How the hell Fleck didn't get yellow carded? Fleck fouled our players about 95 times, got substituted, then Norwood, and then everyone started getting yellow cards. It was like, I better start yellow carding people.
I thought the ref was awful. I really did. It was a crap referee.
Singing the Blues is 8.5. Milnes is 7. Yannicka, how are you? Hope you are good. Good to see you, Yannicka. And I hope you're doing well with your channel as well. Best of luck with that. Gundogan didn't have a good game as usual. 6-7. Lechablu, 7.5. Ron Beaver, steady Eddie. Steady Eddie. 6. No false 9s to seen below par. Thought you'd give him a 9 then. I was going to say, Carl, let's have a chat. Gundo, 7. Quiet game. What's that? Please delivery. Excellent. Gundo, 7. I'm at a 6.5 for Gundo. Rodri will play at CDM. Yeah, Rodri loves a bit of turf more. Temp wasn't there because we had changed the squad. Our pace was too slow. That I agree with. Andy mentioned that on the Friday Night Social about the tempo. Tempo's key with us. It was Lee Mason, Chris. It wasn't. It was David Cook. David Cook, who was the referee yesterday, mate. Wasn't Lee Mason. Lee Mason's bald, got no hair. David Cook had a good head of hair yesterday. I think Cancelo in the team. And that isn't me calling bald people, by the way, for you all right in with your comments.
I wonder what Ross thinks about his haircut.
Yeah. Or hair transplant. Alan, super chat again. Sheffield United did not roll over like West Bromwich Albion. They fight big time. Respect. Yeah.
They're fighting for their lives, aren't they? They're fighting for their lives.
I'm good. Thought I'd check in with you guys. Thank you, Yannicka. Appreciate it. We actually do agree on something. Right, so Gundogan. Looking at you looking good. You know, it'd help if I could spell. Gundogan. Do I say that different as what I used to say, by the way?
Say what?
Gundogan. People are saying I'm saying it different.
Gundogan.
I think we're at a 7. That's where everyone's giving him. Right. Bernardo. How did Bubblegum do?
Yeah, lots of energy as ever. Glided past players pretty effortlessly, but his final ball was lacking.
Can I ask a question for you? Lots of energy, I agree. Was there an end product yesterday? Because it's great having all the energy in the world.
That's what I just said, Martin. He had lots of energy. He glided past players easily, but he didn't deliver that final pass. You know, he didn't create chances yesterday. I mean, you can't knock the guy for the work rate he puts in. And he's great to watch when he is going past players, but his passing, you know, at key moments let him down yesterday. I went for just a 6.5 again because of that.
6.5. Doopy's gone 8 points. God, there's some big scores there. Good old Bubblegum. 7.5, Powder Oaks. But now, I will be honest with you, I'm struggling to give anyone in this front sort of 5 a 7 or an 8 because I thought we were not very potent forward-wise. But I do also think that, like I said, I think that's part down to the tightness of Sheffield United, who gave us no space at all to get any movement in. It was going to have to be played balls on the floor because we couldn't play the little dink over the top because they just narrowed the gaps for us. But Neil's gone for his man of the match, Bernardo, an 8.5. So like I said, we all see a game a little bit different sometimes. Yeah. John Rogan a 6. I don't need a pronunciation lesson. Bubblegum 7. God. Gunda 1. Oh, get off, you lot. 7 still ramping up. Sir Alan, you're the largest fundraiser on this channel. He is good. Super chats. Thank you. Alan, your support is amazing. Miles, 7. Legs and Sweet are 7. Carl, Bernardo's first touch is to die for, but so is Mahrez's, Carl. Remember that. I pronounce it Gundo 1 words.
God, I nearly said something inappropriate then, Martin.
Go on, say it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, but it's shut at everything else.
No, I reeled myself in quickly there. I'll tell you after.
You want to be even just for the effort. We can't be giving people 8s for effort. I don't remember Bob Taylor and Barry Conlon and Ray Ingram getting 9s and 10s for effort. No one is willing the Bubblegum to receive the ball. Bernardo bullied them. Singing the Blues, 7.5. Addy, 9. Bernardo was really good. We struggled, but Sheffield United 1-0, 1-0 very tight. The ball retention energy is what made 1-0 possible. 7.5. Jack's gone a 7. Abdullah a 7. Ross 6.5. That's where I am, about 6, 6.5. We better beat Jose. Yeah, we create a score less than against another team, Carl. That is a good point. Right. You two are pure comedy. Thank you, Ocean Range. We do try. Generally, it's me laughing at Chris. What are we giving Bubblegum? Bernardo. What do you reckon? What are we looking at?
I reckon it was about 7 there, mate.
That's what I'm thinking. Right, let's move on to the forward three. Hey, at least we don't have to do subs tonight.
No.
Lee Bradbury, 9.5. Yeah, he did run a lot. He did run a lot. I'll give him that. Couldn't score with a cow. You know, couldn't hit a cow with a. Couldn't hit a cow.
What?
I get it. You know, I know what I mean. Couldn't hit a cow's ass with a banjo is what I'm trying to say. For the last 2 minutes. Phil, on that left, I thought he looked a little bit lost.
Yeah, I think I agree, Martin.
Game running. I'm going to be honest. For the second game running on that left, he's looked a little bit out of sorts.
Yeah, I think he did struggle to impose himself because he was so far wide. You know, when he did come inside, he looked decent when he came inside. When he skipped around those few players, and I thought he got a bit of treatment yesterday as well. But I'm going to sorry to say this. I'm only giving Phil a 6.
Are you thinking teams are figuring him out and starting to target him? No, when you said he got a bit of treatment, you mean medically, or do you mean the players sort of?
No, he got a few kicks.
He does. But key word that Chris said there when he come inside. That's the key word in all that. Sorry, that was still up on the screen. I thought I'd missed a super chat. Ross is giving him a 6.5. Neil a 7. Mark Kennedy 9.5.
Oh, I love Mark Kennedy. You know.
We'll be getting Stevie Lomas on in a minute. Foden 6 out of position. Long as King Cladzy gets 10, I don't mind. Not a left winger. I think that's where he's going to end up, though, mate. I can't see him getting in that middle at the minute.
He won't end up there, mate.
Well, who's he going in the middle for?
He will drift inside, mate. Trust me, he will.
Foden was marked out of the game a 7. So Foden 7. Quiet, but tried. Yeah, I think he's trying. I'm at about a 6 for him. I'm with you. I'm with Andy Mills and you. I'm at a 6. I thought he struggled yesterday a little bit to find the room. Jamie Pollock's gone for a 4. That's your opinion, mate. John Grogan a 7. Bring back Rick Holden. I've still got the hiccups. Foden better than all our wingers at the moment.
Do you know what? That is true, you know, Martin.
You know, you think he did better than Torres yesterday?
No, I think and we're talking about form, not just one game. That's what I'm taking that Scott is saying.
I'm not sure, Scott. So, Scott, are you talking yesterday or just in general at the moment?
I think he's on about the form. I think he is the best informed player.
It's weird because he played on the right against Villa in the cup final and was amazing. So I'm wondering whether maybe right wing. You know,
no, he's a very adaptable player, mate. But he will solidify his place, mate. I'm telling you.
Hey, and I'm so glad he didn't go over to the red side of Liverpool. I'm going to give him a 6. Looking at those averages, right? Let's move on to our goal scorer yesterday. Gabby Jesus. I was judgment on this one. I'm keeping quiet.
Gabby 1 goal. Yeah, worked his socks off as usual.
Gabby 1 goal. Should have had 5. But carry on.
There's 1 goal. And he was the match winner, mate. As always, he worked hard, mate. As always. But you know, he isn't Sergio Aguero. I can't knock the lad because he doesn't play the same game as Sergio, mate. I gave Gabby a 7.
I'm at a 6.5. And we'll be honest, he'd have got a 5 if it would have been the goal. Other than the goal, tell me when he was in the game.
He was in the game, man. He worked hard. He was making some good runs. I tell you, him and Torres were both making some good runs and not getting fouled.
Hey, then you've got idiots like this, Waller. 10. I'll tell you what, his work rate is amazing. I'm viewing him as a striker.
All I will say on that goal, I have no idea. I think was it Basham who was.
He nearly messed up the goal. He did, but I'd say he did well to compose himself again. To give him,
he did, but I don't know what the defender was doing. I have no idea. He walked away from him.
Tell them what you told me. What you found so funny. The way you put it.
What?
The way you went. Basham's just there marking him, and then all of a sudden he pissed off. He went.
It did. It was weird. It was weird.
He was 7. Jesus 1 goal. We might put that on a cup. Jesus 1 goal. Giving us ideas for merch. 9. Any other rating would simply be a lie. Jesus 7 is miscontrol through their goal. That is the best way to look at that, Neil. I love it. He did it on purpose. He miscontrolled it on purpose. Jesus 7 from Yannicka. 6. Did his best to mess it up. Lol. We got lols. BFF. They're all coming out tonight. 7 drops too deep. Thought that nearly said the lap. Only a great save from Ramsdale. Stockton getting 2. Record books will say 1-0. Gee, no, record books. Record books make Lee Bradbury look like an amazing goal scorer, mate. And then you watch him play.
No, it's he doesn't.
That one. Was it Portsmouth? Was it everywhere else other than City? Jesus 7. Maybe we were too big for him. I love the man. Humble and grass. He does. That I will give him. He's an absolute. He does give you sweat on that shirt. So I'd love him on the left wing. I'd love to see him just have a couple on the left wing. He's like Firmino. He makes the team play. Right. Jesus then. We've got 7s, 8s, and 9s and 6s. And we've even got a 10. So let's go 7.5. Well, there's 7. There's your half. Right, let's move on to...
No agenda. Torres.
Thank you.
Brilliant determination and persistence for the assist, mate. He put in another decent couple of crosses in the game, which nobody really took the gamble on. Worked hard all game. I think he makes some really clever runs, really do. And he keeps doing it, even though no one even bothers to try and find him. He still keeps trying. I'm impressed with Torres, mate. I'm going to give him a 7.5.
Doopy's gone 5.1.
And he's still young.
Fran 7.5. Miles 8. I keep wanting to say Mills and Miles getting mixed up. Charlie 7.5. Fire. Torres at 8. That first goal was all him. LeChar Blue 7.5. Allen 7.5. Man City Van Jesus needed to stay in the middle. Torres, we're off to Jesus now, mate. Ross is giving him a 6.5. Go 7.5. 8 class assists for Gabber. To be honest, he never plays that good on the wings. 7.5. 6.5 from Scott Williams. Great education from yesterday against. So great point, Scott. That will have showed him the real Premier League that yesterday a bit. Torres great for a goal, but faded 7. I'll come back. Tom, you don't need to keep spamming, mate.
He's gone, mate. Tom's gone. The clown's gone.
Needs to find his rhythm of the team. I think he's changed his name because we did have someone called that on the channel who was quite normal. Persistent for the goal, question marks for me, yeah. I'm at a 7 for him yesterday. I thought his work rate, he tried and he keeps trying, even that second half, putting some great balls, but then did silly things like overran that one in the second half a little bit.
But again, he's a player.
He's a young lad.
Yes, but he hasn't played for a while either, so he's
coming back from COVID.
Yeah, so he's another one who's probably not quite as sharp as he could be. But this is what's great about this. Is what I mean about Pep and being able to rotate the team. He's given loads of players a rest yesterday.
Ross, Tom, no problems asking, but no spam. Ross says, "What's your favourite Sky channel, Tom?" I like that one. Abdallah 7. I think we're going to give Torres a 7. Looking at that yesterday, I thought he did very well. I thought, my honest opinion is, I thought he drifted in and out of the game. Thought he had sections in the game where, for the goal, persistent work rate, not work weight, but work rate, paid off. I will be honest, how Sheffield United did not get that ball clear, I'm still baffled. How they did not get that ball out for a corner or out anywhere. I'm like, how have you done that?
They will look back on that goal and think,
yeah,
what on earth happened? There was 3 players who could have done something about it, and none of them did.
It was poorly defended. That was poorly defended, that goal.
I think it is worth mentioning their keeper. I thought he had a really good game.
Yeah, he was my man of the match overall.
And Sheffield United, as has proven, we might beat them every time we play them, but they're not an easy team to beat.
Give us your man of the match, guys. See what you think. But Chris, who was your man of the match while the guys are putting it in there?
Ruben Diaz.
Nobody else in contention? Not a Zinke like me?
I thought Zinchenko and Fernandinho had really good games, but Diaz is just, well, mate, man crush time. He's just phenomenal.
I am surprised Chris hasn't given it to Kevin De Bruyne for sitting at home nicely. Come back,
Kev.
Come back, Kev. He misses you. He needs you. Diaz, great point, Carl. Ross, get off with your Sterling bloody agenda, you. What's with the Sterling agenda here? Didn't even play. Why did he fall over in the first place? Well, Diaz for me. Listen, I've just said Diaz, how Torres got that ball even through his amazement, because he should have been cleared. Diaz, man of the match. Stone, didn't even play. Ruben Diaz, man of the match. Diaz, solid as ever. Always come back as Rory Durham.
There's another one. I think we've been infested by rats, mate.
Oh.
We'll just kick them off as soon as you come up there.
Mind the gap.
Thanks for the views. Yeah, mind the gap. Rats.
Mind that gap. It's going to get bigger. Diaz was created in a lab to keep clean sheets. Diaz, Yannick says Diaz. Zinny and Diaz shared it with me. Guardiola is outdoing himself this season. No pundits are talking about City. Listen, I don't mind, if I'm honest with you, mate, because I don't mind being the underdogs.
But it's true what he's saying there is that very little attention has been given to what Pep's doing. Now, we said at the start, he's lucky because he has got a really good squad. But he's managing to rotate players, isn't he? He's doing it and managing to get the wins. This run of wins in a row is incredible for the this COVID era. It's brilliant, mate.
Yeah, for all the rags who have never been to Scaffold City in their life, or Theatre of Nightmares, Theatre of Boredom, whatever you want to call it, mate. Tom Carroll's back. We'll just feel mate.
See ya.
Thanks for the interaction. But you just need to face the facts. Manchester's below. Your team's crap. And you're going to finish below us yet again. So just enjoy yourselves. You had your 2 weeks of glory. It was nice while it lasted. Now get back in your box. Anyway.
Well, they haven't been given a penalty, have they, Martin? They've not had a penalty for a little while, so they're slipping down the table.
Yeah, true. Bruno Fernandes has not been doing his world-class championship swimming dives. What a shame. And,
he's overrated, that lad, man, I'm telling you.
But City at the minute, 12 wins in a row. I think it's 9 clean sheets in a row in the league. We are flying. We are absolutely. And the thing is, we'll look back at this, and this game will be a very important thing. As Pep said yesterday, we're living in the real world. This is not fairy tale where we go and bang 5 and 6 and 7 past everyone. You know, we will have to, at the end of the day, they'll have to realise, like you just said about the media will have to realise how good we are soon. You know, they're going to have to give us the attention that we deserve. And what I think may happen, I think it'll be all Liverpool have had, you know, internal things. I mean, I've heard tonight Liverpool are on the way back because they've scored 6 goals in 2 games and blah, 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 blah.
Let's be honest, Mark. Liverpool are the biggest challenge we've got, mate.
Yeah, not United, Liverpool.
They've got the capabilities to go on a 10-game winning run, mate. They have.
Yeah. United, even though they just have, well, they've got draws. United drop draws. That's their problem. But some stats from yesterday: possession 75% City, 25% Sheffield United, as we know. 10 shots from City, 5 on target, 4 from Sheffield United, 1 on target, which was generally near the end of the game when they thought they've got to go into it. City have 10 corners, 0 from Sheffield United, 7 fouls from City, 10 from Sheffield United. That is where we're at with the old stats of the game of yesterday, tail of the tape. And that concludes our player ratings. But what I want to talk about now, while we've got 5 minutes so, it is now, our Verts have been confirmed. We know that he was on a plane today, Jaden Braff. We talked about it earlier. He was on a plane off to Italy. Udinese manager owner has come out and basically said it's done. There's a £9 million sort of fee sort of agreed for the youngster. There's nothing been said about a buyback clause yet. Knowing City, they have put a few of them in. So it looks like there might be a buyback clause in there. But any surprises, like you said earlier, of young Braff making his way to Udinese?
I'm surprised he's going to Udinese. If that's the only thing that surprises me. He wasn't playing for the EDS. He wasn't ever then going to get a chance in the first team. He's a very, very good footballer. But obviously there's something not quite right. I hope he goes over there and does well. Maybe he feels he's ready for first team football. We'll see. 9 million, mate. And we've made another 3 million on Celtic selling Frimpong. So, you know, this is what the academy's for, mate. It's making us money. Even money that we don't even, you know, most fans don't know we're making. And certainly no rags and dippers know about it because they're too thick.
Yeah, hit those likes, guys. We are now at 30 away from 16K. So that's, Udinese are owned by the Pozzo family, who are in charge at Vicarage Road down in Watford. As we know, we are 35 away from 16K. Oh, no, we're not. 25 away. But yes, I'm going to go on site in a minute, Lacharbalo, but we wish Braff all the best. I'm surprised it's Udinese in Italy. I thought it might have been a championship team, maybe, something like that. But
wasn't there talk that Dortmund were looking at him, weren't there? We were hoping it might include something in the Haaland deal, but, you know.
Well, we've still got that 20% of Sancho.
Yeah, we're dreaming about Haaland.
No, we're not.
Aren't you?
No.
Who do you want?
I want Haaland, and we'll get Haaland.
Okay.
Taylor Howard-Bellis played right back for Cheltenham. Looks like the Eric Garcia deal is not happening for any money. Looks like, unfortunately, we're going to lose him for free in the summer, which is probably a good thing because I think if we'd have took that 5 or 8 million off Barca in the summer, we'd have been waiting in the next 30 years to receive any kind of payment. So it looks like he was going to go for free no matter what because Barcelona have got no money. They've not got a pot to you-know-what him. And, looks like Eric Garcia is going to be staying, and it looks like that is given the chance for Taylor Howard-Bellis to be allowed to go and progress his first team career at none other than Blackburn Rovers. Now, as I can say, Manchester City do have a good relationship with Blackburn. We obviously had Toso Adebayo has gone out to...
Toso? Who's Toso?
Adebayo.
Tosin?
So, Bambi on ice. Gone out to...
you don't need any help with your pronunciation, do you?
Went out to Blackburn and has now got his 2 million, just a bit over, move in the Premier League to Fulham. And I don't think that'll happen with Taylor Bellis. I don't think he's going to be a straight loan to come back. I don't think it'll be any kind of sell on. I don't think it's to get rid of him. But I think it's a good move. Progresses, gets himself first team football, very close, doesn't have to move house. It's a short drive up the M66 or up through Bury, up to Blackburn, across the M65 into Blackburn, into Darwin, should I say. Nice move for him, I think, for me.
Yes, I think it is. It's the right move, Martin. It's going to hurt the EDS because he's a massive player for the EDS. This is but it's hit for his future. He's a good player.
Yeah, I mean that's not confirmed yet, but that I do know Blackburn are in negotiations with City as we speak. It's been fun, this player ratings. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Charlie. We did. Ralph suits Germany. I agree with that. I thought Germany would have been better, especially Dortmund, because they do very well at youngsters. And but it's not to be. He's gone through the Naser. One thing is he's coming in June. No, he's bloody not. Shut up.
Messi's coming out.
No, he's not. Go off. Teddy Bear going on home. Chris Easy, mate. Man crush on DS and dreaming about Ireland. Remember that bet Alan had that he said Messi will come in January? Yeah, I've got this £50 to charity coming. He's got to do, was it a £50 super chat to tackle for Manchester?
Yeah.
Get your money out, Al. I will be paying today. They're not letting him off. I'll be paying today, mate. $50 on its way. No, pounds. Wasn't dollars. Don't be switching that over. I'll be. Hey, listen. The Dippers are after a centre back from Preston Swan loan, so it might end up there. I think it'll be Blackburn, mate. Is Zeko City still a thing? I think Zeko's agent would like it to be a thing, and I think Edin Dzeko would like it to be a thing. But from what I've heard and what has been said by Pep, City are not interested in Edin Dzeko in any way. So I'd have liked it maybe for 6 months and then off to New York, but not to be. It is what it is. He has had a fallout with Roma, and I think there's negotiation between him and it's Inter Milan for Alexis Sanchez to go to Roma and for Dzeko to go to Inter. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But that brings up your news. Go on. Oh.
One bit of news, just in case anyone hasn't heard, is that Sergio resumes training.
Yeah,
he is clear of COVID. So the main man might be back for the important end of this season.
I don't think he'll be back for Burnley.
No.
Don't think Burnley. And there is a little bit of transfer news I do want to bring up. Is Brazilian wonder kid that I will just get into. I did have it up that I just want to bring up. Is that Manchester City have got an interest reportedly in young 18-year-old Palmeiras forward Gabriel Veron, where City and United are both looking at him. But Rivaldo, that Brazilian legend, has told him he needs to go and play for City. And Pep, he was named the best player at the Under-17s World Cup in 2019, and he was part of the Palmeiras side that won the 2021 Copa Libertadores. Hey, look, I'm getting all this spot on here. He became the youngest player in history to score in the Libertadores match by netting against Goiás.
Who?
Goiás. There you go. So, are City interested in another Gabriel? King Cunny's back. What source, Chris? Are you now in the know like Martin?
It's all over Twitter. Kunz put it in Twitter that he's got a negative. He's back. He's been at the club today and in the gym, and he's back in training tomorrow. There you go, Russ. Straight from Serge himself.
mcfcfantv hearing about Darwin Núñez, hearing rumours we are after him to play Sergio. Here's at Benfica. Yeah, that's been said for a few times, but we'll just have to wait and see. I think we're going to be linked with all and sundry come the summertime. We'll have to wait and see. The main thing is, let's get the football business. Sorry, Martin, it's your pronunciation. Doopy wants Aguero and KDB. Please come back. Right, anything else before we wrap up? No, you don't.
No, only you could mispronunciation.
Oh, Kurt's just sent me some good stats there. Virgil van Dijk, 23 games each. They both played. First 23 games for Van Dijk at Liverpool.
Oh, we got
13 wins.
One.
Virgil van Dijk's first 23 games at Liverpool.
Yeah.
He had 13 wins, 24 goals conceded, and 10 clean sheets.
Yeah.
Ruben Diaz's first 23 games at Manchester City, 16 wins, 9 goals conceded, 15 clean sheets. So stick that in your Liverpool pipe and smoke it very nicely. You spent 75 million. We spent 60. Sorry, guys.
It was in one of the papers that Van Dijk might be back in April. So
I've also heard it could be longer. I've heard it need to totally replace him.
We need Jordan Pickford to pay him a visit.
What announcement?
The announcement.
What announcement?
Should you tell him on me, mate?
Well, then you tell him.
Me and Martin are now officially engaged.
The baby's on its way. Chris will give birth in about 9 months. Great stream, guys. Up the Blues. You never walk alone. You do it at Anfield. You will at Anfield. You never go. Yusuf. And you never walk alone, yeah. Unless you carry us, then you walk very much alone. You and Yusuf can hold hands together and find Liverpool on a map. Anyway, guys, have a lovely day, lovely evening. Thank you for joining us on this player ratings. It's been a little bit different, but yes, I hope you're smiling and you've had fun. I'll be back. Andy may be back tomorrow with a Burnley preview. Keep an eye out. Make sure your notifications are set to public and not private. And as soon as we notify, we will let you know when we are live. And I will be back on Wednesday with the live watch along Manchester City versus Burnley from Turf Moor. And then we'll do a little. Oh, no, there'll be no post match on Wednesday because Tom is going to do the post match on Thursday in his stream. So Tom is kindly going to let me have a bit of an early night on Wednesday. Lucky me. I may do a FIFA stream on Tuesday. I don't know yet. We're going to have a chat about it. But guys, take care. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Thanks a lot.
You've all been amazing.
What do you think of Martin's new toupee? I think it suits him.
No toupee here, mate. Oh, that hurt, that. The glue's not set yet. Manchester is blue. So we paid less for a younger and better defender. Yeah. Yusuf from always alone, mate. Oh, Yusuf's disappeared now. He doesn't want to do the banter anymore. Sorry, PR, I've just done that. Manchester's blue. They'll end up in Everton. They'll end up in Everton and Liverpool. Scott Mo, great stream, positive stuff. No one jumping on anyone's opinion. Top effort, City till I die. Take care, Blues. Top banana as always. Yeah, Chris is the banana, and I'm your great. Hello again. Oh, that sounds weird after the engagement and pregnancy announcement. Cheers, lad.
Oh dear.
What did the elephant say to naked man? How do you breathe through a small thing? 6 p.m. kickoff. Yes. Talk about last one for me. Great show, guys. Off to the beach. Get lost. Well done, Martin and Chris. Thank you, mate. You guys think Mahrez playing? I do think he will play on Wednesday. All about the haircuts. I think Mahrez will play on Wednesday.
Not Sterling.
I think they'll both start. I think Foden will get dropped down to the bench. Rested.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you for joining us. Hello, Ryan Connie, we're leaving, mate. I know you're not coming seeing us for a while. But we'll leave you. Thank God we got 3 points. They almost fell asleep watching that. Alan, much braver laugh than a serious stream. I think we'll lose Wednesday and Pep will be sacked. Don't you start, you. Knock it in.
The jellyfish is on. Oh, I'm going to lose.
Have you got his big fish out? Guys, take care. Have a lovely, lovely evening. And we'll be back very early this week. And as always, up the Blues. Manchester is blue. It always will be blue. And United, get back in your box. Take care. And as always, the Blues.